Hi, good afternoon everybody. This is Steve with Real Progressives, and I hope that technical difficulties don't screw us up this time. So this talk, I've tried to start it no less than 3 different times, and each time we've had some form of technical foobar. And between that and Facebook censoring us and stifling our reach, it makes all this stuff a real labor of love, because if I could just talk to you straight and didn't have to worry about the technology failing or Facebook screwing us up by not notifying people that we're going live, it'd be a whole lot more fun to do this. But the challenges are just ridiculous. So anyway, I'm going to give it a shot, okay? So be gentle, because I'm pretty pissed off at the moment. Anyway, so let's talk about this, right? One of the big concerns I have, and it comes with you guys, a lot of you guys out there, is that you've put your faith and you put your focus all in an individual. And that is not revolutionary, my friends. That's called the cult of personality. And that is exactly what Hillbots have done. That is exactly what the cult of Hill has done. When you talk to them about issues, tell me, what do you hear from them? First woman president, most qualified. You don't hear any facts. You don't hear any real stuff. You just hear them defending the cult of personality. And the thing that makes me throw up the friggin' up the irons about being a burner has been that we're about the issues, we're about the movement. But I'm seeing an awful lot of people crying the blues about any kind of negative connotation going towards Bernie Sanders. And that right there is completely unrevolutionary. That right there is something that we have got to work on, because Bernie is going to do some things we disagree with, and it's got to be something that you absolutely stand against when he's wrong. If Bernie's right, makes you lift him up, elevate him, whoop, whoop. But when he is wrong, if you're not out there saying something, you're just as guilty as the Hillbots. Don't pat yourself on the back. You get no extra points for being about the cult of personality. Only revolutionaries need apply for the revolution, because the fact of the matter is that sometimes our leaders are going to fail, sometimes they're going to fall. And if you're all about the person, you're going to be in a constant state of sadness. You're going to be in a constant state of woe is me. So going forward, just so you all understand, if we don't actually focus on the revolution, we're going to miss our opportunities. And one of the most major opportunities that we have right now at this point is to try and help Jill Stein. Now, I couldn't watch it live. I admit it. I had a heart attack. I didn't want to deal with watching Bernie say something about Hillary that was going to make me go crazy. So I didn't watch the Our Revolution live. I kind of let somebody else do the dirty work for me. And then I waited. I was like, am I going to have to go dig my own 6-foot hole so that I can crawl into my little grave? Because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And they said, no, it wasn't too bad. But it's a little astroturfy. It's a little astroturfy. Feels a little bit like pulling everybody into the Democratic Party. And I'll be perfectly honest with you folks, I've been a Democrat, I know what it's like to be a Democrat, and I know what it's like to be a progressive in the Democratic Party. And it's all about telling us that they love us, followed by a swift kick in the ass to tell us they're not going to do what they said they were going to do. Now, it's great, it's wonderful to try and change the party from within. I'm not on that mission, gang. I'm trying to fix the party on the outside. I've given up on the idea of fixing that party on the inside. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll support progressives regardless of where they're at. So if they're a Democrat and they're a progressive and they're a real progressive, not a progressive who gets things done, but a real one, then I'm going to support them. So I'm really, really hopeful that you guys will stop defending Bernie. Homeboy has got the strongest shoulders you're ever going to see for an older guy, right? Homeboy can carry the weight of a revolution on his shoulders. So if he starts screwing up, or if he says something that doesn't fit the narrative, the right narrative, he can handle some criticism. In fact, he would actually be disgusted with you if you didn't criticize him. Because the fact of the matter is, he said, don't follow me. Don't listen to me. If I tell you who to vote for, don't freaking listen to me. You wouldn't listen to me. I tell you not to listen to me. But yet there's some people out there, some people that I look at and I just go, I give you that look, that like perturbed look, that looked like I smell a fart. When you sit there and tell me, well, Bernie said we got to support Hillary. That is so unrevolutionary and so disgusting, it's not funny. Have a spine. Be a grown-up. Step up to the plate and be a revolutionary. Sometimes you got to take a walk through the wilderness to get to the other side. And right now might be our time through the wilderness. So I'm watching people that were belly aching galore because Claudia said some things about our revolution, you know, having some taint to it because of Jeff Weaver. Guess what? It does. Jeff Weaver is not very revolutionary. Okay? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say all 501c4s are bad things, because they're not. We may even become a 501c4 at some point in time down the road for a variety of legal reasons. I don't know. We're not there yet, right? The point is that that's not what this is about. The point is, what is this revolution about? It's about putting the power back in the hands of the 99%. And the Democratic Party is the absolute counter-revolutionary party. It's the place where revolutions go to die. And if you haven't been awake for more than 5 minutes, let me enlighten you. You saw that happen with the civil rights movement. You saw it happen with every single revolutionary along the way. You had Jesse Jackson, whom I wasn't going to vote for at the time anyway, because I was a Republican. But you had Jesse Jackson. You've had Ralph Nader, who, mind you, had to go over to the Green Party because he knew the Democratic Party wouldn't help him out anyway. But what have they done for the last 20 years? Well, 16 years anyway. They have blamed every woe, every defect, every anything with absolutely screwing up the movement. So at this point in time, when you look and you figure what we are trying to do, know for fact that Bernie Sanders is a man. He's not our movement. He's just a man. And if he says something that's wrong, if you want to be actually decent about this whole thing and move the ball forward, remember, he's not the movement. He's just a man. With this, I'm Steve with Real Progressives, hoping you have a great day.